Double 11 is coming. Yuli, what do you want to buy? I remember that on November 11, 2017, Ali platform set a record sale volume of 168.2 billion RMB.
This Double 11, I'm going to buy some discount imported cosmetics. Jiaqi, do you know how Alibaba has grown into such a big enterprise step by step?
I do know some stories about Ali. Alibaba was born in Hangzhou in October 1999. At that time, it was only a small company with 18 employees. After years of experience and development, Alibaba could become the world's brand today.
Wow, 1999, the same year I was born. It is really hard to imagine that e-commerce has developed so fast.
Indeed, China's e-commerce has developed rapidly and won the world's attention. China is the largest and most dynamic e-commerce market in the world. In 2017, the amount of the e-commerce transactions reached 29.2 trillion RMB, moving up 11.7% year-on-year. B2C retail sales and the number of consumers rank first in the world. To know more about the development of e-commerce, please check with the teacher.
Love life, love e-commerce. Welcome to this e-commerce course. The topic of this lecture is the emergence and the development of e-commerce. We'll talk about causes, development status, and the current situation of e-commerce. First, I'll introduce the causes of e-commerce. On one hand, market competition and the development of global trade are the internal motivation of e-commerce. Customers are no longer passive product recipients, but have become the determinants of enterprise product production. They began to pursue the personalized consumption. The large-scale production of enterprise could not meet their personalized needs. Therefore, from the previous good in short supply to the balance between supply and demand, and then to oversupply, which requires traditional commerce to be innovative to develop in order to adapt to change. On the other hand, the development of information and the communication technology is external support of e-commerce. The process of information technology, especially the rapid development of communication technology, computer technology, network technology, has promoted the organizational reform of enterprises. As a result, the phenomenon of economic digitalization, globalization of competition, trade liberalization, and social networking has emerged, all of which have promoted the emergence of e-commerce. What status of development have e-commerce experienced? First of all, due to the increasing transaction value, the transaction documents have grown rapidly, and the word processing technology has made the digitization of paper documents and the automation of documents processing. But this digital document have formed information islands. At this time, the creation of value-added network and the EDI technology carried the network transmission of trade data and solved the problem of information islands, but the high-cost value-added networking limit the speed and the scope of the EDI technology applications. Due to the popularity of the Internet-based electronic data exchange came into being, but the EDI stands was lack of flexibility and scalability. At this time, the emergence and application of web technology and Java technology has made e-commerce enter a new stage. Here, according to the different network environments, e-commerce relies on its development process is divided into two stages. From 1960s to 1990s, it is EDI-based e-commerce. This stage of e-commerce requires specialized software and standards. At this time, EDI is generally implemented on a private network. This type of dedicated network is called value-added network. The purpose is to consider security issue, but with the increasing security of the internet, as a system with lower cost, wider coverage, and better services, it is an inevitable trend to replace value-added network. Thus, e-commerce has entered a new stage. From 1990s till now, it is internet-based e-commerce. At this stage, e-commerce has low cost, wide coverage, full function, and flexible use. In addition, with the rapid development of various networks, mobile commerce, which is built on the mobile network, has set up a new wave of e-commerce. What is the current state of e-commerce development? According to the report, in 1918, the 28 major countries in the world have reached $24.7 trillion in e-commerce transactions. The 28 countries include 7 countries in Asia, 14 countries in Europe, 4 countries in Americas, 1 country in Africa, and 1 country in Oceania. Among them, the United States has the largest e-commerce transaction size, reaching $10.55 trillion. China's second largest transaction value reached $4.73 trillion. The following is a detailed instruction to the scale of e-commerce transaction in China. China's e-commerce development increasing year by year, and its transaction value reached 34.81 trillion RMB in 2019. China's e-commerce development has further expanded, and its online retail scale has become the largest in the world. The development of online retail commodity transaction is respectively introduced as below. The report shows that in 2018, the online retail transaction of 28 major countries in the world total $2.97 trillion, of which China's online retail transaction were the largest, with the total transaction value of $1.31 trillion. The following is an introduction to the scale of online retail transaction in China in recent years. The data shows that from 2013 to 2019, the value of online retail commodity transaction increased year by year. In 2019, the value of online retail transaction reached 10.32 trillion RMB, with a year-on-year increase of 20.56%. As of June 2019, China has 854 million Internet users and 639 million online shopping users. Online retail transactions include B2C and C2C. Let's take a look at the proportion of these two modes. As shown in figure, B2C transaction service revenue account for 63% in 2018. C2C transaction service revenue accounted for 37%. In view of the data, B2C has a large revenue scale than that of C2C model. That's all. Thank you for listening.